Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. I am Joshua Orsak, and we are about to start the Brian James Bearbo game, also known as the Truckin ONU, as our friends Brian James and Bearbo continue to act as truckers moving goods and services across the plains. Necessary because of the deconvergence, services like his keep the multiverse running, and the Brian James and Bearbo game, in many ways, are the very center of what we do in the Orsak Narrative Universe now, kind of moving all of the games along. Brian James and Bearbo are the glue that holds all the different games together. But Brian James last game wanted to get his hands on something that would up his truck. He wanted to bring his truck to the next level. To do that, he is traveling to the elemental plane of Mud, to Mud, the living planet of Mud, that is also a god, who has a particular lantern piece, which he will be able to incorporate into his vehicle, making it more powerful and solving a lot of problems for him. As he traveled there, first through the Outlands, and then to the blockchain realm, from there to the Mud realm, he was attacked at a gas station by a group of by a radiance elemental who was taking aim at him because he is a pseudo elemental manipulator, and so is his gorilla mage pal Bearbo. They're going to wake up the next day in the truck station, having slept in the back of the truck, which is actually cozier than it sounds because it's bigger on the inside, pocket dimension. And Brian James, what would you like to do as you wake up in the morning here in the way station, as it were?
Honestly, we're pretty much ready to go. I'm ready to hit the road.
Very well. Well, Brian James, I tell you, my blood is nice and thin after a good fight like that. I'm ready to hit that open road, ready to see what has us on the other side. Let's get on to the blockchain dimension from there, on to the Mud realm. The truck's as ready as she's ever going to be. I'm ready to start making some money again instead of spending it, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I definitely know what you mean, brother. Let's get on this pirate radio and hit the road.
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Griff, the God Uller, coming to you live from Pirate Radio. And today we're going to take it old school, playing with little Led Zeppelin.
And Led Zeppelin is playing on the radio as you go down the road, sir. What would you like to do as you travel along? What would you like to prepare for? Anything you'd like to do as you travel along the road? Portal to the blockchain dimension is not far away. What do you think?
When it comes to, do we have any information as to where within Mud this piece is, or do we just know it's on Mud?
You have no idea exactly where it is, but you can talk to Mud. Mud is a living planet of Mud. So, shouldn't be too hard.
So I guess our plan is to get to Mud and make a deal with him?
Yeah, at least to get the information, if nothing else.
Well, if it's a part of him, wouldn't he, I guess, feel like we're stealing from him?
I mean, if you take it without his approval, then yeah. But if you are if you're going with his approval, then no.
Okay. I guess there's a small gap of, my thought is, why would he tell us where something that powerful is without getting something in return?
I mean, he probably will want something in return. Why wouldn't he?
Exactly. Okay, because my thought was when we get
now he can't necessarily command the element itself is, and it may be that might not be the best choice. Letting him know you want it, tips your hand. And Mud is not completely self-aware what happens on his own planet. He is something you could talk to, but you might want to sneak in and just try to, find it yourself. It's not a bad idea. He may say no. Additionally, even if he says yes, the element itself can generate, living beings that can oppose you and will oppose you. So, it's it's just whether you want to take the risk, and if he does want something, it could be big. But Mud's Mud's desires are usually very, low key, as it were.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's useful. Going on, I guess going to Mud, like under the, I guess the idea that he's just a planet.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to acquire this item, and if we have to, deal with Mud, we then go from there, and try to make a deal with him. I'm sure that there's something that we could acquire for him or help with him on his planet. Like you said, that he doesn't have, being a planet himself, there's still beings on him that he might have dealt with. So
right, there's
we have as much time as we need to do this. So
I'll tell you this much, Brian James. Mud has an excellent reputation, not only on the plains, but especially among my people. We have a deep and abiding respect for Mud, and for Mud, the living planet of Mud. He has a cultural milieu with which I'm very, very comfortable. So I don't think we're going to have a huge problem on our hands. But it's up to you. As always, Brian James. Where you go, there I will follow.
Well, I was thinking, maybe we just drive on in and maybe clean up a problem for Mud, and then maybe it'll be helpful for him, and maybe not. I think no matter what, though, it could be.
All we can do is the best we can. But I'm inclined to talk with the man. I'd rather not take something from a being of such reputation without his permission, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do, but I'm kind of thinking of it as more of these things are they're not supposed to be there, or they've made a home on a planet where they aren't welcome. And if we clean this problem up, maybe by cleaning that problem up, we get to take what we need.
Indeed.
And I'm the kind of guy who likes to I don't like to go in and be told what to do. I mean, not in that kind of sense. I'm talking like I like to get a job done and not have my boss tell me that I have to do a job. Not that Mud's my boss, but I like handling a problem without somebody telling me that there's a problem there. I got that foresight.
I think I'm in complete agreement with you. But so let's move on and see what the open road has to offer.
Sounds good, my friend. I'm gonna use superior situational.
Okay.
Trying to get this roll at 12.
Okay, y'all are almost to the portal when out of the grasslands. So the grass here is all gray because you're near the gray waste, relatively speaking. And out of this huge, I'm talking about tree-sized grass, rolling right onto the road and coming at you hot and fast, is a 16-wheeler. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely frightening. Fire coming out the back, clearly powered by Hellflame, and your situational awareness tells you that this thing is extraordinarily dangerous.
I think he's got designs on us, the truck, or both. I'd rather not find out which.
Who is this guy, Bearbo? Can you tell who he is?
Not from where we're at, but I can consult the spirits. Give me a minute, see if we can stay ahead of him. His aggressive nature tells me that's going to be easier said than done.
So what do you want to do to stay ahead of him? He is hauling fire coming out the back of his truck.
Oh.
You see, he is coming at you hard and fast, sir.
I have true sight side mirrors. Can they tell me anything about him?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. When you look through this true sight side mirror, sir, it's a wear car, and a wear truck in particular. I mean, it's coming for your vehicle.
If he bites my truck, does my truck turn into a wear vehicle?
If he hits your truck might turn into a wear vehicle. Every bang up it gets, it has a 10% cumulative chance. And if it hits you, if it's a person and the person survives, they have to survive, they will become a wear car.
Oh, that's so awesome. There's a Futurama episode about wear cars. That's hilarious.
It's funny. I had never seen that. People tell me that. I had never seen that nor heard of it when I first came up with where car idea. I mean, really, I've never, because I haven't watched a ton of Futurama.
That's a really good episode too. But yeah, no, it's just awesome. I love the.
My idea for where cars came from Turbo Teen.
Okay. Okay. Well, with all this.
Roll for initiative, sir.
All right. 15.
You can go first.
Can enhanced peripheral sense help with this? I guess he's not. He's behind me.
You know where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
You certainly got a sense. You've certainly got a keen and precise sense of his distance, and that's important.
How close are we to the portal? Once we go through the portal, it depends on our intention of where we're going. He can't follow us without knowing where we're going, right?
Right.
Unless he does know, but whatever.
I mean, you got to travel. I mean, you're traveling through the portal and then into the blockchain dimension. So when you reach to the portal in the blockchain dimension, then it's a matter of intention. But this only goes one place, which is to the blockchain dimension.
Okay, so even just going through here, he'll just go through and he'll still be behind me.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And he's Hellfire.
That's right.
His control over fire is going to be better than Bearbo's, right?
You can't quite assume that. Not many beings have greater control of fire than a redneck thaumaturge and master of gasoline magic like myself. Is it possible? Sure. I mean, he's lived his life in fire, but I'm willing to take the Pepsi challenge, if you know what I mean.
You know what, Bearbo? I like that attitude of yours. I think there's something we can do here. Can we douse him? Can we put him out? Can we? I don't know. I have ride the propane, ride the fire. What if we make him ride the fire in a different direction? We control the fire, and the fire pulls him.
This is gonna be a spiritual and physical battle. You're gonna have to outrace him right on the road of fire. It's gonna be about you, Brian James. The question is, do you trust yourself to ride the flames better than a demon? A creature who is living and breathing in fire all the time. This is a were car, but he came from the lower planes, that much is clear. How good do you think you are at riding those flames, Brian James? I know I can summon the flames now. I know we can ride right through them, into the realm of fire, and back into this world if need be. But it's going to be a race. You might be to send him off, or you might be under his heel. It's going to depend on just how good you can ride that road.
I've won races. I've ran from kaiju. I've ran from them primordials and Faerun. I don't think there's much that can keep up with me. Let's do it.
Agree.
Okay. What do you want to bring to bear? So you are going to... I'm going to cast the fire.
I'm going to cast the fire. I'll see how much they go.
Crit my wisdom, hit my intelligence. Gasoline, like a full, like just a river of it comes under you, immediately ignited. The creature can indeed ride the flames as well. What do you want to do, sir? What do you bring to bear to try to outrun this guy?
I'm going to, he's got the, Bearbo's got the fire created, right?
Yep.
Alright, I have, offensive driving, I'm going through everything. Improved lightning reflexes, superior situational awareness, resist G-force, drive through chaos. Close riding. Perfect timekeeping to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Nerves of steel. I don't know if this applies. Perfect sense of direction.
Contested intelligence checked first. So.
Okay. I crit my intelligence 15 out of 15.
Boom! Okay. Contested dex, sir.
10 out of 16.
Okay. And now we're going to roll against each other on the 100-sided, sir.
Okay.
With everything with your crit and everything you bring to bear and everything I got to bear, you are going to get a plus 10 on this roll.
That would be a 73 with the plus.
I rolled 100, sir.
All right, I have one more. I can. Dang, that's hard to beat. I got mounted luck.
You have to beat. I mean, it's not. It's best out of 3. We get to go more. That's always true in races. I've always done that way. If you want to try, if you want to tank this.
Well, I mean, mounted luck is a free action this turn.
Mounted luck, yeah, it's a free action each one of these turns. So yeah, roll your mounted luck. If you make it, you'll get another roll at it. You do have a plus 10. If you roll 90 or above, then you beat the 100. So.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. I rolled a 16.
Okay, so then roll the 100-sided. See if you can beat it 90.
Nah, a 14 that time.
Well, he has some speed on him. He is, I'm not gonna lie. It must be something to actually be the vehicle, you know. You can be one with your vehicle, and you can be that mystically, magically, and even, you know, metaphorically. But he is the vehicle. We're here on this burning road, not knowing what's coming next. He can feel that fire under his tires. He's at home here, there's no doubt. We're running it close, Blind James. Real close.
Y'all like riding along the flames all around you as you ride the fire together above this road. He tries to come, get in front of you. You try to get in front of him. Both of y'all are like commanding the fire under you. Whoever wins will go. You will be able to command the road. You're like fighting for the road, this road of fire itself, moving at unbelievable speeds. Time itself dilating as y'all travel. Roll your contested intelligence check again, sir.
This is crazy. I literally rolled the 15 again. I kid you not.
That's awesome, sir.
That's just like.
So I've been playing with you for 12 years. I know. When you say you roll something, you rolled it.
Yeah.
Now contested wisdom roll.
Wisdom, okay. Ugh. I rolled a 7 out of 10.
I failed, so this time you're going to get a plus 20 because I failed one and you crit the first one. Roll against me on the 100-sided. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 93, so with the plus 10, 1 and 3.
You beat me. I mean, you beat me for sure that time. I mean, you weren't even close. I rolled a 52 total. You pull in front of him, like really start to push him. Try to push him off the road. Get in front of him. You're like there. He's gonna try to hit you though, sir. He's gonna try to hit your vehicle to at least infect you.
Yeah.
But he misses. What's your armor class? Because your armor class applies to your car.
2.
Yeah, he misses you. Okay, sir. You're in the lead right now, but he has some tricks up his sleeve, including the ability to literally jump his vehicle.
Yeah.
Contested intelligence check, sir. I rolled really well that time. Not a crit, but I rolled well.
I rolled very poorly. I rolled a 1 out of 16.
Okay, sir. Roll contested dex check.
A 70?
No, contested dex check.
Oh, dex. Sorry, I misheard you. 8 out of 16.
I beat you there too. I get a plus 10. 43 total.
An 86.
Boom! What? Yeah, baby! You pull ahead, and you gain control of the fire under him, and he veers off as intended. But I'm going to try to take one more, clip you on the way out. That time I did hit, but I assume you have dodge.
Yeah, vehicle dodge.
Okay, roll your dex.
13. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, y'all make it through the portal to the blockchain dimension, and you are now in the strange and wondrous world, but the familiar world for y'all, because this is where Lone Star's space station resides. As you enter that strange, colorful realm of living art, animated numbers, and thousands of tiny blocks as far as the eye can see, where information itself is both alive and mysterious, beyond comprehension, yet all around you. And the thing you want to do is you travel through the blockchain realm.
Yeah, I'll use my my awareness.
Okay. Roll. You mean your situational awareness?
Oh,
roll your wisdom.
It failed.
Okay.
You know how it is.
I do know how it is.
I'm gonna use that enhanced peripheral sense this time too.
Okay. Roll your intelligence.
I made that one.
Okay. You become aware of a very large cloud of sand that seems to be following you.
Sand?
Yes.
Okay.
When you look through the rear sight rearview mirrors, you can see the spirit of a 6th level sand elemental pursuing you.
A ally, no doubt, of the Radiance elemental we made quick work of back there. Something tells we've been marked in the war between the elements and the pseudo-elements. Can't say I'm completely surprised, especially given our involvement in the release of the Omega Patron Godzilla. You know what I mean? You may not have been paying attention, but I heard back with my Yeti brethren. I mean, they're masters of ranching through ritual magic. And the ranching that's taking place in the decentralized multiverse is clear. And we're partly responsible. The world knows it. And we're marked for death, probably by the elementals. Can't say it's the first time I've ever been marked for death by an entire plane or a set of planes in my entire life. When you're a redneck thumb-turd, you tend to flout the rules, and that can get you in trouble from time to time. But, this one's gonna be a little bit trickier than a truck, where truck or no.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. We got not just one plane, but we got all the elemental planes after us now. We're marked by death from all of them.
I mean, that might have been a little dramatic. Point is that chances are we've made some enemies on the other side.
Hey, we can't just live off the whole, we just transport materials. We're not the bad guy. We gotta, it's part of the life.
Elementals don't think that way, Brian James. They just don't.
Oh, that's the difference between a human and an elemental. Or, well, I don't mean it like that, but us and them.
In this case, I'm inclined to agree with you. I have an idea of how we can handle these things. We're going to have to combine our efforts. We're going to need a lot of heat real quick. Turning this thing into glass isn't exactly going to kill it. Sand elementals are actually quite difficult to kill. But it will get it off our back.
Yeah, I can do that. Fiery propane weapon too, or just that's 2 mana. Yeah, I can do fiery propane weapon.
Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more than that. Do you have the ability to overcharge your mana, my brother?
Well, actually, I think I got a better idea, and I do have mana overload, but I can use propane fire shield around this.
That might cause us some problems if it attacks, but I'm aiming to get this thing off our back right quick. I'm talking about creating a lot of fire and a lot of heat real fast. First, we're going to need to get it to form up. When it's in that cloud, there's not much we can do. We need it concentrated. We need it to attack us. We need to tick this thing off.
How fast did it move? How close is it right behind us? I mean, I know. I have the true sight mirrors in perfect timekeeping. How close is it behind us?
I mean, 10, 15 car lengths, but there's no other cars on here, and it can catch up probably whenever it wants.
With
It almost certainly has limited wish.
Yeah. With head-on collision expert, does that apply to just? I guess it applies to head-on. If I brake and make a collision on him and make him run into us. But you said if he can just move and catch up when he wants. If I brake and he's that far behind.
It's not that. That's not the problem right now. He's just a cloud of sand. We need to get him physical. We need him to take form. We need him to get some depth to his existence. You understand what I'm saying? We can't just fight a cloud.
I get what you're saying. I'm trying to think. What can we do? What can I do? I mean,
it's time to. I'll take point on this one. I'm quite the expert at ticking people off. Just ask any of my ex-wives. And as you know, given my guerrilla abilities, walking on the truck ain't no problem from Bearbo.
Yeah, you got them magneto boots too. Don't forget to put them on.
Good point. Might as well not take the risk.
And he goes out on the truck, and
why, you dirty, rotten piece of dust. I don't know what you think you're doing or who you're fighting right now. But in my many, many days, I've never seen someone such a coward that he would maintain himself in a position like you're in right now. Let me tell you something. You ain't got the brains God gave a speck of sand, much less an elemental. You are a false sub-creature, not even worthy of tying the boots of humans like Brian James. Come on, you sorry son of a gun. You think you're something. You think you're somebody. You ain't nothing. You ain't nobody. Never worked a real day in your life. Getting between a man and his goals just 'cause he was doing his job. Why don't you go back to the plane you came from and lick the boots of the nearest water elemental?
we'll see if I made it happen. Unfortunately, it does not form up. What it does do, though, is cast a spell on him. He is hit by very fast-moving and very powerful sandblast. He has a contingent teleports back into the into the truck.
That didn't quite go as planned, but I really did tick him off, obviously.
And he starts firing just spell after spell upon the vehicle. Response? A giant, basically a vorpal sandstorm starts spinning all around you, sir. And you're also hit by wind blades coming up ahead, unless you have some way to stop it.
So is the storm? Is it forming around us?
Yes.
And then there's blades in front of us.
Yes. Wind blades specifically. You're going to hit them immediately. He'll cast it.
So we can't dodge it, really?
Yeah, you can dodge it. You have you have your situational awareness, Rory Wisdom, and you'll be able to have a chance to dodge them.
Well, I was thinking I also have, if I can, I guess, shoot the gap between the blades. So the vorpal storm is going around us, and then it's vorpal vorpal blades in front. Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, I'll just try to dodge it. Never mind.
Okay, did you
I
make...
was gonna use the blades to counter the storm around me by shooting between them, but I don't think that's possible.
Make your situational awareness, sir. Roll it.
I failed. Rolled a 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the bobblehead. I got the reroll.
Okay.
Or the hula girl.
Mm-hmm.
I failed again. Gonna hit the hula girl one more time. I made it that time. Rolled a 1.
Okay, now roll your dodge to your dex to dodge.
I made my dex.
What do you do about the giant sandstorm around you? You know what?
I'm gonna try to take care of that.
He bakes out his chicken head. Doesn't work though. I'm not able to counter the spell.
So, if it's just a storm around us, can we turn that to glass?
An excellent idea.
I'll
Let's
use
drop.
fiery shield, or I'll just use fiery propane weapon around us.
Okay.
I'll back it up with some fire of my own.
Okay. You turn the entire flame and heat just emanates out from the truck. Massive amounts of heat drops the sand into glass all around you. Absolute unmitigated heat all around him. So great that it even risks the sand that is the sand elemental diffuse or not. Oh my god, that worked! You did it. The sand elemental himself runs into the fiery ball you created and turns into flakes of glass on the ground along with his spell.
Wow.
I have to say, I've never seen anything quite like that in my life. But let's get the heck out of here.
I agree. I want to expect that one, but, let's take the win.
A sand elemental, when turned into a diffuse piece of glass like that, can actually be more dangerous. He's just going to take him a second to get himself together, as it were. In the meantime, though, let's hit those turbochargers and get as far away from here as we possibly can.
So, dude, you had a 17% chance of that actually working, and you rolled a 9.
Wow.
So, also, when you rolled against the firestorm, the sandstorm itself, you rolled another 100. That's like the second 100 I've rolled on one side or the other this round.
Today's one of those days, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do as you continue along, sir? Hopefully.
Yeah. Use my mountain to help us get away from this dude.
Yeah, roll your mounted luck. Mm-hmm.
I made it 27.
Okay. That's good, because he was about to come back in glass form.
Nice.
Okay. Y'all make it to the portal to the elemental plane of mud. And you are in the elemental plane of mud along the great road that leads to mud. I'm doing plane of mud. Anything you want to do as you travel through the plane of mud?
Situational awareness. I made it that time.
God, I love this realm. I have visited the plane of mud on vacation a good number of times. And I have to tell you, it just feels like home. I love to run around in mud. I was a muddy boy all the way from the time I was a boy. I feel very much at home here. I have a friend who lives not far away. Is it too much to ask to stop and make a call upon my old buddy?
Not at all. Not at all. We got the time. Danny Lone Star said we got as much as we need to get this for him.
Good point.
Let's head there. Maybe, he could help us out, too. Get us in touch with Mud or anything like that, or give us some advice.
Absolutely.
You pull up to it's a huge mansion right here in the middle of the mud realm. The mud is nice and compact, and you're actually able to walk on it. It is still mud, but there's something cleansing about it. He takes it and he puts it over his face.
The mud here has cleansing properties. Well, I can't wait to have you meet my friend.
Why, hell? He knocks on the door, and out comes a pig man. Why, hell? My name is B. How can I help you today, my friend? Bearbo? It took me a second. Bearbo, is that you?
It is, Mr. Piggy. It's good to see you.
Bearbo, get on over here, Ma. You know what you doing, man? It's been forever, man. I can't believe I'm seeing you, man.
I know. I'm a working man now. This is my partner, Brian James.
Glad to meet you, man. You go and pleasure to meet my friend Bearbo, friend of mine. Come on in, man. Take on care of you. It is just an absolute pleasure to see you, man. What are y'all up to all the way over here, man? If you're working, man, ain't nothing going down around here.
No, I know that's not true. Everybody knows that the mudplane has become more and more valuable, especially since the deconvergence. There are resources here, and the mudplane's more accessible than other elemental planes. Mr. Biggie, I assume you've heard that certain elemental beings have not taken kindly to some recent events on my heart.
I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna lie, man. I heard a little bit about that. I did, and it's a shame, man. I know you're trying to do what you gotta do, but did you really have to release a dragonoid creature from hell that was gonna, attack all the elemental beings on a decentralized multiverse? Just seemed like there's a better way to do that, man.
It was a job. We didn't even know what we were doing. And honestly, if we did, we probably still would have done it. You gotta deliver things where they go. You need people who are neutral in all these things, and we're them.
I gotta tell you, man, it's all right, man. I forgave the minute I heard, and I understand all that. I don't even need to forgive you, man. I understand what you're saying. I got that, man. We're simpatico, man. Nothing ever gonna change that.
How's Mudbug? How's the store? I have to be admitted, I haven't seen much of your store and here and there.
Man, business ain't what it once was, The time everybody was like Mr. Piggy this, Mr. Piggy that, and everybody wanted different kind of mud, but today, it's just not Paul's once was. Tim's also, they got so much stuff at Tim's shop, it's really hard to compete with the Tim's shop, but, I hear Tim's shop not quite having the days it once had, if you know what I mean.
Indeed, they are not quite where they once were, but I understand what you're saying. Indeed, I can imagine that Mr. Piggy's is not as popular as it once was when you can get some of the same products at Tim's shop, even if it's more expensive there. One-stop shopping's hard to beat.
That's right, man. You can't doubt about that. And the other side of it is Mudbug's just not as active as he once was. When you have that kind of central mortal that's serving you and helping you out, and he has a right to retire, but once he retires, man, it just doesn't have the energy it once had. You gotta have that when you're a being like myself, you gotta have that one mortal you can rely on, man. That's the way we're gonna be, huh?
I hear you.
Is there anything you want to say to this guy? This is a mud lord named Mr. Piggy.
Well, it's nice meeting you, Mr. Piggy. We do have some, we're here for a friendly visit, but I do got some questions for you.
Hey, now you're not asking any guys, man. I got right here. We ain't give me a friend Bearbo, a friend of mine, that's for sure, man.
Well, I appreciate that. We're actually on our way to Mud, Living Planet, and I'm sure you're familiar. But we're trying to get ourselves this rock, or this piece of material that is pretty much like a lantern ring, a form of whatever, the freedom of the road kind of emotion. And some advice would definitely be helpful when dealing with Mud. Don't want to steal it from them, but we really do need to get it. We need to get two pieces, one for Danny Lone Star and one for myself to upgrade this here beautiful truck right out here. Any advice on how to handle Mud or deal with this would be really useful. If you can.
Well, I gotta tell you, man. Me and Mud, we're kind of a little bit of competitors, man. We're not enemy, man. But you gotta kind of compete for some stuff. I don't know, man, but he's an amiable man. It's just the fact that power sometimes, two beings of power sometimes just naturally kind of gonna have to compete for the same thing. Only so many resources, so much time you got to go after it, same like that. But I don't know, man. I got it. Yeah, I can help you out, man. You know what? I talked to Mud myself, man. Uncomfortable conversation, all that stuff, but even at that, man, Bearbo, I got you, man. I go talk to him, man. I talk to him. We'll make it all happen, man. We'll sit down, have a conversation. I'm sure I can convince him to do something. I mean, I got you, man.
Well, that'd be quite helpful. And just to let you know, here's my card. I know that you said you had some trouble with the business, but if you need something transported that could maybe bolster the business and get yourself back up in the market, just give us a holler. We'd love to transport something for you.
That's a good idea, man. I tell you what, I can make that happen. I made that happen, man. Anytime you want. That's an interesting proposal. I think I'm gonna take you up on that. That's for sure, man.
Well, sounds good. Just give us a call. You know how to contact Bearbo, I'm sure. But here's my card also. And we do work for Danny Lone Star, but at the same point, I'm sure that we can kill two birds with one stone.
I tell you what, that was good, man. It sounds right, man. I think it's time for Miss Pig and Mudbug to come back to center, front and center. We're gonna make this thing happen, man. Yeah, I'm listening to you. I'm hearing what you're saying. I see opportunity here, and I want to run that opportunity down, man. Yeah, we're gonna make this happen. Everything you need, we got this. That's smart, sir. That's a very, very smart form of negotiation, man. I like it a lot.
Thank you so much for this, Mr. Piggy. An absolute pleasure to see you again, and thanks for arranging a meeting between us and Mud.
Okay, man. Meantime, say what you got to do here in the house, and you got to run the place, man. It's all yours. That's right. Okay, anything you want to do here? He has an incredible mansion. He has this giant pool. It's filled with mud, but the mud doesn't stick to you, so you can swim in it, and it feels cool as heck. It's thicker, still a little harder to swim in, but still, kind of a blast.
We dealt with all that ranching stuff. Being at the party, can we cleanse? I mean, I don't know if we got little microscopic ranching molecules in our hair or whatever. Something that's like a mud bath.
Yeah, good idea.
That's a good idea, but almost certain there is magical cleansing here. I'll go ask around.
And indeed there is, sir, a place where you can get a magical cleansing using mud itself. And y'all clean through it. Not only do you get cleaned of any remaining ranching particles, but you will remain ranching particle free for at least the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
That is some magical mud, a value mud. I mean, that's a rare and special gift. Very nice of him to let us use his personal supply. I feel like not just $1 million, but $1 trillion. And the powers I gained earlier from the rhizomes, from the fungal forms, that's now flowing through me as well. I am valued up, and we go see my cousins and finish the vehicle. I don't think we're going to have any more problems.
I also touched the fungus. How much value do we get?
125. It's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot for someone who's not a value mage. So you are infused with that power, sir, for a period of time. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys, man, we're gonna come on over here, and we're gonna meet. And you see a small ball that has a face on it rise from a mud puddle because he can communicate this way. Hi, my Mud. I'm gonna play in the mud. What you do for a day, man?
My name's Brian James, and this is Bearbo right over here.
I'd rather meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. Well, we got we're trying to upgrade the truck. Let's just be complete. I'm gonna put everything out on the table. we're trying to upgrade our vehicle so we can transport goods all over the plains much better. I don't know if you're familiar with us, but
I heard about you. Mud heard about you, man.
sounds
Good
awesome,
mud.
awesome.
You take Godzilla out. Godzilla, that one okay. You took Godzilla out, let him out. I heard all about that, man.
We honestly we didn't really know what we were transporting until it was a bit too late. We were just told to throw a box somewhere and we did it. But
Okay.
I'll cut to the chase. There's a particular.
That's okay. That's okay, man. That's okay. You know what you're doing, okay. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing.
For sure.
That's okay.
But yeah, there's a particular rock on you. It gives the user who acquires it the freedom of the road. We were hoping that we might be able to acquire 2 pieces of that.
Man, I know what I'm talking about, man. I'll let you go to him. He can tell you where he is, man. But I can't tell you what he's going to do. He's his own person. I'm a big believer in freedom. He got personal freedom. So, he might like it. We don't talk much. I just let him live there. Because he's brown. He look like mud. I like mud. And like things look like mud. Like the crystal, he look like mud. So he sits around on me. That's okay then. You can go over there and do that, man.
And we're just going to be breaking off like 2 pieces. We're not taking the whole thing, so I think it's,
That's between you and him, man. That's between you and him. But I'm mud. I'm gonna play mud. I just do what I do, man.
Well, I appreciate you getting in touch with us. I appreciate you giving us that freedom to go down there and acquire this. It's going to be really helpful. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Okay, come on. I'll take you on. Man, you got down. You go do what you gotta do, man. We'll talk about transporting stuff from Mr. Piggy. I got an idea. Got some ideas bobbing in the old head, man.
Sounds good, Mr. Piggy. It was nice meeting you. Thank you for the mud baths and your hospitality. We really appreciate it, and we'll get on our way.
They're great, man. Okay. So you get transported to Mud, the living planet of Mud, near where the crystal lays. Is there anything you wanna do as you approach it? I assume you don't want to get right there right immediately. Is there anything you want to do as you approach the crystal?
Yeah. Who are these people that are on Mud? Or what information do we know?
Of this, the crystal is a thing. It's living.
It is living.
It may not want you to break a piece off of it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was thought it was like a tribe of beings that lived around a crystal, and they might be dealing with it. But the crystal will construct.
The crystal, yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. And it is mud too, right?
It looks like mud. It's got the color of mud, but it's not mud. No, it's an emotional crystal.
Okay,
it's the joy of the open road.
So it's going to create constructs. We're going to have to deal with constructs.
Yes.
I have an idea, Brian James. This is my strategy. I say we build up speed and we run right into it. Break off a couple pieces, grab and go. I've got the power of redneck thaumaturgy. You got the power of propane magic. We've been pretty good. But this thing, if it knows what's going on, if it reacts too fast, there's not much we're going to be able to do against it. If it protects itself, I don't think we can get past its defenses. That's just the truth.
I mean, I don't know what you're going to do against essentially like a 100th level lantern if it knows what's going on. Your odds are run into it before it knows what's going on, shatter a piece of it, grab it, go. That's what I see as the only option.
Yeah.
That you got.
So I think we can do this. So one time before we rigged the gas tank to go to funnel like more propane into the engine to like power us to go even faster.
Mm-hmm.
We should, if we pull over now and rig this up again like we did before, and then I have the skill value propane, and we also have value power. And then,
that's what I was thinking too. You're going to need to expend the value power you just got, unfortunately.
And also on top of that,
we have propane. I have the skill propane is invisible and odorless, and if we come in invisible and just slam right into it,
Yeah, especially backed by value power.
Exactly, backed by the value power. I think that could be helpful. And then I have perfect timekeeping and perfect sense of direction, so we can hit the most perfect angle at it. Oh man, I don't have battlefield awareness. If only I had that, I could help find the perfect area, like a canyon that we could go through.
No, it's pretty. It's just flat mud.
It's just flat everywhere. Okay, so that wouldn't even be helpful then. All right, cool. Then I think that's our best option. And because it's a giant crystal, it doesn't really have a blind spot, right? Also.
No, it does not. No.
Okay, and then I have a head-on collision expert.
Okay, I mean those are you have the skills. It's just about
Did someone say rig up a vehicle?
I mean I'll do the rigging. It's just what happens during that time. Well, that went well. A few hours later, he's got it all rigged up.
Now let's do this thing.
With all the skills you got, sir, how much of your
I'm dropping every drop of value power I just got. I'm not leaving anything to chance.
I was going to put 75 in. That gives me 50, just in case. I was going to save a little extra just in case. You never know what happens. Also we got a few boons behind us just in case. So we got some backup plans. But I think unless you recommend me dropping it all, I mean, make this. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like the idea. You drop it all, I drop it all. I'm putting in 125. I'm gonna put 125. Let's go big. Let's make sure this works.
Agree. Let's hit this thing far as it can go.
Okay, sir. First, roll against me on the 100 side. A good shot at that. These dice roll extreme.
It's been a day since I hit the bobblehead, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
Bobblehead. I rolled an 11.
I'm telescoping time because most of what you're traveling through is just endless plains. These are weeks have gone by. Weeks and weeks. Also, time runs weird on the plains, but none of this stuff is happening in a short period of time.
I get you. So how would that affect like the 2 weeks of free of ranching particle? Just like, I know we might not be dealing with that, but is that kind of different because it's applied to my physical 2 weeks for me, not around me? Or is that?
I mean, we'll see if you get back in time.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we'll see if you get back in time. That's what that comes down to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've set it up kind of so. I mean, you have 2 weeks, right? So I've set it up so that you can get there in time.
Okay.
I mean, that was my intention, but there does matter. Fate rolls on the way back can slow you down.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time to finish you getting back tonight. You're gonna have to get on the road and get there tomorrow and get there next time. But what'd you roll on the 100 sided?
I rolled an 11. That's why I was gonna hit the hula girl.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you beat me.
Oh,
That's not true. I rolled a 9.
Oh, okay.
Now, roll for initiative. Like, just initiative as you approach it.
I rolled a 20, got 20.
Fantastic. That's good, because even with my bonus with y'all's surprise attack. Okay, sir. Dex, Fako to hit the crystal.
I made my dex, I rolled a 10. I'm going to hit the hula girl, because I rolled a 4. I rolled an 18, and then I have head-on collision expert.
Okay. You got a good shot of Okay, sir. The crystals break off. You got to get them to you before this thing acts. How do you do that? What do you ram into the crystal, hit full on, slam into it just like you want, preserving the vehicle, from being destroyed, but getting your 2 little pieces of crystal off of it. You came in, You dropped the value power. You went invisible. You did everything you could. You vacuumed with everything so that you get this one shot to get these 2 pieces of crystal off this creature. It worked. The rolls went. You're there. I'm fine with all this. The crystals break off. You got to get them to you. How do you get them to you?
Man, we need to go crane on this.
It's a good thought. And once you get the crystal itself, you can. You have that problem solved because you can just generate. You can just generate energy constructs that can do what you need.
Okay. Can I ride the propane on the crystals and have them come to me?
You can try. What wisdom intelligence?
I made my wisdom. Failed my intelligence, but I have one more chance with the hula girl.
Okay.
I made it. Rolled the 5.
All right. The one of the crystals you get, the other one is grabbed by the energy and rushes. An army of creatures comes at you from behind you the minute that second crystal isn't grabbed.
Can I roll mounted luck?
I was about to say the one thing you have is your luck.
Yeah. I made it. I rolled a 3.
Boom! What? Yeah, baby. You the luck roll makes it so you do get them both. But the other thing it tains, there's an army of these energy constructs coming at you at very high speeds, and they can go a long ways powered by this force. And we're gonna deal with that next time.
Sounds good.
We're gonna leave this one on the cliffhanger, sir. Give yourself a level well deserved.